Happy Sunday, everyone. Just wanted to make sure that I kept you guys up to date. It looks like the government shutdown that is expected to actually start January 31st actually is becoming more real. What's going on, guys? For those that do not know, based off of the most recent update, it says Senate Democrats threaten to shut down the U.S. government if DHS and ICE funding is included. The odds of a government shutdown on January 31st are rising sharply. To my understanding, I think there's over a 70% probability that the government is expected to get shut down. Now, I'm not here to get political. I want to respect your political preference, and who am I to ever try to convince you to? I would never do that, right? With that being said, it seems like more now than ever before, especially with what has happened in the past 24 to 48 hours, the possible defunding or the removal, at least in Minnesota, seems like removing ICE and getting them out of there based off of the series of events that have presented itself. It's not looking good, right? The probability of getting them removed, in my opinion, and that's all it is probably pretty high, especially right now. So the idea of DHS and ICE funding for it to be included, it's going to be very interesting to see how this actually unfolds. And again, the only reason we're talking about this is because of the implications that it has to the stock market. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. Let me rephrase that. Because again, I'm not here to get political if it doesn't actually influence the market. But with that being said, yes, it is political, but it has a direct correlation to how markets will respond. Why? Well, again, based off of the series of events, things look pretty bad, especially with what has happened and the killing. And because of that, the removal from Minnesota and the possible defunding of DHS and ICE, we'll see if it actually follows. But it seems like now the Democrats, especially with kind of like the fire that's been lit the past 24 hours, is the odds of a shutdown. I would imagine that they would stand pretty firm with what has just happened. On top of that, right? Anytime that there's any uncertainty, especially of a government shutdown, I want to remind you of the initial reaction, how the markets responded last time. Markets sold off. Markets don't like government shutdowns. Markets don't like the uncertainty or any uncertainty. So that is why we are talking about it. If we look at the larger time frames, markets are incredibly bullish, but they haven't been making new highs. They've kind of been consolidating here really for the past, 2 to 3 months. They've been trading sideways and struggling to make new highs. It's not that there's a break of pattern. It's not that we need to sell off, but it's that could this be the trigger to spark a potential pullback? And remember, pullbacks are healthy. Pullbacks are exciting. They really allow long-term investors to be able to buy good deals at cheaper levels. So I want to welcome that. We do not have confirmation of it yet. But again, it's if we do enter a shutdown, I want you to understand how the markets are likely to respond. And based off of what we saw last time, yes, markets initially did respond in a negative way, but then quickly recovered because especially during that time, market sentiment was incredibly bullish. That was when we were actively pushing and making higher highs and higher lows. Now the sentiment is a little bit different. I feel like there is more uncertainty in the market, especially with everything that's going on, right? Another government shutdown is on the way. Potential new 100% tariffs on Canada based off of the supposed Canada and China deal. So Trump has just threatened Canada. And to my understanding, Canada has already accepted to no longer work with China. I'll follow up and make sure I confirm that. But remember, when Trump threatens with tariffs, the markets do not like that because of the uncertainty. President Trump is actively looking to acquire Greenland, U.S. Armada heading towards Iran, DOJ investigation into Fed Chair Jerome Powell, BlackRock CIO are likely, or as the likely next Fed chair, and then Trump calling for $2,000 stimulus checks and 1% interest rates. This is all what we have going on as of right now. So I wanted to make sure that you understood the different factors that are impacting or that can impact the market. Remember, if any of these, or even just one of these, right? Feel free to look into it and ask yourself based off of what you're invested in, how is it likely to impact your investments and your trades, right? It's better to be informed than to be surprised. I think the best way to put it. The one thing that this does not include is next week's earnings. So we don't have to go live, but I'd be more than happy to if this video gets over 500 likes. Microsoft, Meta, and Tesla are set to report earnings this upcoming week. On top of that, we have Apple reporting earnings on Thursday. A lot of you guys were talking about SoFi that reports on Friday before the market opens. And just like we talked about it yesterday, we have a series of airlines and healthcare companies reporting earnings this week. Honestly, it's a pretty stacked week for the first big tech companies reporting earnings. So a lot of different factors. That means that I'll have to follow up with a handful of videos, and I'm more than happy to. I just want to let you know that if you are subscribed, I want to keep my videos and to be intentional. So I'm going to talk a lot about earnings and any market updates on any of the kind of like key points that we are learning more about, from the government shutdown to new tariffs to Greenland, to Trump targeting, the DOJ investigation again against Jerome Powell, who's the head of the Federal Reserve. So I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you up to date, but based off of how Bitcoin, right? Because I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't care for Bitcoin, but the way that Bitcoin has been trading and how bearish it's looking, I wouldn't be surprised based off of all of this news and what has unfolded, especially in Minnesota, that markets are uncertain. And especially as we go into this possible government shutdown on January 31st, it looks like we're most likely going to retrace a little bit. So be careful, be calculated. If you're bullish, then maybe it's an opportunity to buy the dip if you think that it's short-lived. But if you think that there's potential more downside, just be calculated and don't over leverage yourself so you can tolerate the time that it might take for markets to recover. So excited to do my part in keeping you up to date. All I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe. And also, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, we're going to be trading live right at market open as we always do. And it's the second link in the description down below. You're not going to want to miss this week. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.